Hello. One minute, guys. I'll start. We'll wait for 2-3 minutes and then we'll begin today's very, very important sessions. Okay. Cool. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I was not supposed to come today because I told you that yesterday itself, but that plan got cancelled. So I thought, no, let's come with some questions series related to Hi, Karishma, related to data analysis. Now, so going forward, I have a very good idea. Every Friday, we'll be discussing all the questions related to the data analyst. How does it sound? Sounds good? And I'll try to call all the top grads from the data analyst domain from different company. Also, every Friday we'll keep that. Since Saturday, Sunday, I'm not available. That's why. Yeah. Saket, I remember you. Yeah. Ready for Q&A interviews. Good. Yes. So every Friday we'll be considering Q&A, right? So market is flooded with so many Q&As, 60 questions for data analyst, 20 questions for data analyst top 5. No. So you should always pick the best, which will work with you. Right. Now, today you will see how my classes, which I have conducted in the last 17 classes so far, will help you in answering all the business questions, which I'll be throwing you here. Okay. You'll be able to do it easily. So today, whatever the questions I'll be covering in the data analyst domain, none of them will contain join. I have not put any question related to join because joins I have not taught you people, right? No joins question. Apart from join, everything will be there, right? You will see today how to do whatever I have taught you. Those who have referred my lessons very sincerely from lecture number 1 till lecture number 17, they will be able to answer it very, very, very easily. Okay, they'll be able to answer it very, very easy. So let me open my PPT. Just 1 minute. I will log in on LinkedIn also. So people join there also. Just give me 1 minute. 10K subscriber in no time. Okay. Yeah, I'll connect with you with the recruiter also. I have a very good contact with many recruiters around the country. So don't worry. I didn't get time because of office work and then coming live. It takes so much time, guys. It's not an easy task, right? Coming live every day. You have to go through the content, you have to prepare a PPT, slides, codes, and everything. Then you have to resolve the error, right? Because I hardly get 1 or 2 hours after my today. I got free by 7 o'clock. So after that, I started working on this. That's how it is. Just 1 minute. Let me see how you good are in the basic SQLs, right? So today's the question series will be all related to basics of SQL. Okay. And we'll see whether you are able to answer them or not. Okay. LinkedIn also many people join. That's why let me open that also so that I can keep a tap on the same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me open the slide, which I hope you will like the slide also. Let's see. Beginning. Okay. Let me, where is my share screen? Share screen. Here you go. Yeah. My screen is visible. Yes. मैंने कहा था no class, but later on I postponed it. Okay. Yeah. Screen is visible. Okay. Okay. So we'll see. First question on your screen. Should I pop it up like a KBC? Nikit Panchal, I'll reply. Don't worry. Right? If there was a scorecard type of Q&A on YouTube, we could pick winners at the end. Yes, we'll do that. That is through this one. There's a platform. I forgot that name. On that we can have who answers it first. We'll do in the next Friday session. Yes, that we can do it. Of course, we'll do quizzes. Yes, quizzes. But that is more of the quizzes, right? Okay. That also we can keep it a track. Yes. Let's go. Okay, first question. related to the data analyst skills. Here you go. What's the problem? Given a table of candidates and their skills, you are asked with finding the candidate best suited for an open data analyst job. You want to find candidates who are proficient in Python, Tableau, and SQL. So I'll throw you the database. I'll give you the records. What you have to calculate? What you have to calculate? You have to ask task with finding the candidates, right? Best suited for an open data analyst job. Correct? So write a query to list the candidate who possesses all of the required skills for the job. Sort the output by candidate ID in ascending order. Any data analyst job in the world, whether you are appearing with any of the company, first question will be super easy. Always first question, where you don't have to use any joins at all. Always I have seen in all my data analyst interview, I have seen first question will always be related to your group by, related to your having clause, related to your case statement, all those things, right? There won't be any question which involve joins. So this is the first question. Let's see. Assumption, there are no duplicates in the candidate table, but in my candidate table, there are duplicates, okay? But I have kept some duplicates. Let's see. So candidate tables, what is the thing? We have candidate, wait for the question. Don't answer, Anil, don't answer. I have not yet completed. Hold on. So candidate ID, integer, we have taking it. That can be a primary key. If I'm not taking duplicate, then skill. I'm taking it a varchar. Then example. Example input is this. 123 Python, 123 Tableau, 123 PostgreSQL, SQL, 234 R, 234 Power BI, 234 SQL Server, 345 Python, 345 Tableau. What is my output? Here you go. Candidate ID 123. Right? Write your SQL query in the comment section. Let me see how many of you can do. Then I'll take you straight to the lab and then we'll do it. So top 5 question. Every Friday we'll be discussing top 5 question. So today I have come up with 5. So this is the first one, right? I'll show you. I'll execute it also. Don't worry. Every question will be done in the Snowflake. I'll do it. Okay. Yes, you have to post the query answer here. Yes. Just try it. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay. Then I'll take you the Snowflake environment. Because here there is no solution. Solution is directly I have executed in the Snowflake. So this is the first question which you can accept. So all the freshers who are watching, oh, today top 45 people have joined. Welcome you all guys. So guys, today I have started from Friday, every Friday going forward, we'll be discussing all the questions related to your data analyst, right? Related to the data analyst. Only of the topic which I have covered, of course, only of the topic which I have covered, right? Related to that. So today I have not covered any join question. In any of the question, there is no join. That you will be able to get to know already. Because already one table I am considering it. Right? 1 or 2 questions, definitely it will be there in the interview where the interviewer will ask you. The reason they want whether you have understood properly the basics of SQL or not. Right? So why I want all of you to input it in the chat and let me know the answers for the same. Select candidate ID from candidate group by skill, order by candidate. No. Give me the complete. Don't give me the here. Just Samrat. Give me the complete answer. Akash, select candidate ID from candidate where skills in Python, Tableau, PostgreSQL group by candidate having count. Correct. Yes, Akash, that is correct. Madhu, give if you type Vatsala, select candidate ID from table where candidate ID equals to 1. No. Vatsala, that's not the answer. No, you have to count it. You have to count it, which has the say. How the output you got, guys, 123? Because 123 candidate is having 3 skills: Python, Tableau, and PostgreSQL. 234 is having how many skills? R, Power BI, and SQL Server. Right? And 345 is having Python and Tableau. Okay? Yeah. Correct. So in that way, I need the list of all the candidates who are in Python, Tableau, and SQL. So you don't have to search for R or SQL Server. No, I'm not looking for that. Saket, select star from table where skill equals to Python and skill equals to Tableau and skill equals to SQL group by candidate ID having count style 3 order by Saket, this is correct, but your code is not optimized. You have used too much of and, so it will unnecessarily increase the overload. Okay, you could have used in clause. You could have used in clause. So this is the beauty of in. So you could have used the in clause here, right? You could have used the in clause. So let me take you straight to the lab. Else, everyone had commented. Select candidate ID where skills in Python tableau group by candidate ID having count of skill equals 3 from candidate order. Yes, correct. Harsh is correct. Faisal, select candidate ID from candidate order by candidate ID where skill in Python. No, Faisal, that's wrong. I need a count. I need a count. See what I have written clearly. I said list the candidate who possesses all of the required skills for the job and output by candidate in ascending order, right? Python, Tableau, and SQL. Python, Tableau is 3 skills I'm looking for. Select candidate ID from candidate where skills in Tableau, SQL, Python, order by candidate ASC. Yeah, that's also correct. Select candidate ID from candidate where skills in Python, order by candidate ID. Correct. Else, others one? Huh? Why limit you are giving? No, 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 no. Why limit will you are giving? Limit will restrict the record. Ashish, that is wrong. Why you are giving the limit? Limit is not required here. When do you use the limit? When you have millions record and you want to feel the overview of the records, just you want to see how the data is, then you can in that case use limit. Here there is no use of limit. Okay, there is no use of limit here. No, no, group by is not possible without any aggregate. Who has done group by, Anil? I think everyone has taken. Who has done group by? No, no, Anil, no one has done group by. Yeah, they have taken aggregate function. Oh, Saket, your answer is wrong. You cannot do group by. So this question this question I have given to understand your knowledge on group by, whether you know the use of group by or not. Group by works only on the aggregate function. Group by works only on the aggregate function. Now, all the skills which I have taught you will come into the picture. Code is really, really simple. Select candidate ID from given table where skill in command you have to use. Yes, in Python, Tableau, SQL in single quote. Neelam has already answered it. Group by candidate ID having count of skill equals to 3. I need 3 skills. I need 3 skills. Order by candidate ID in ascending or descending, whatever it is. Okay, ascending you don't have to specify, Neelam. By default, SQL query takes in ascending, whether you are doing in the SQL workbench or in the Snowflake. Okay. Yeah. Now, one thing I have missed here, I need skills 3. Count of skills has to be 3. Okay. I think I have missed that. Which have 3 skills. Okay. Which have 3 skills. Python, Tableau, and SQL. So if you are using group by, you have to use the word count. Okay. Aggregate function only applies group by. You can only apply it on the aggregate function. Okay. AC keyword you don't have to give. AC keyword you don't have to give at all. Let me take you to the lab. Let me take you to the lab. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me take you to the lab. Yes. So till here, let me do. Yes. Okay. I'm showing you the solution. First command always this. So I'm creating a candidate table. Okay. If it is not created, then I'm inserting the candidate. I'm doing select star from candidate. So I'll get all the candidate. Right. I'm getting all the candidates. The duplicates are there. Usually candidate ID. That's why I have not taken the primary key, right? Otherwise, it will take the candidate ID. That's why I'm not given candidate ID as a primary key. 123 Python, Tableau, and SQL. Now, what is the question? Question says I only need those who are having skills in Python, Tableau, and SQL. Python, Tableau, and SQL. Now, for 123, there are 4 records. But distinct is how much? 3 only, right? Python, Tableau, and SQL. 234 won't come into the picture because 234 has just 2 skills and I have not included R. So first of all, your in statement will come into the picture. Why? In. Don't use and. And is not, although you got a query will work, but that is not optimized query. That is not optimized query. Yeah, Anil, I have checked. Right? SQL Server is not coming into the picture. 345 has only 2 skills. 345 has only 2 skills. So this will also not come into the picture. So your answer will always be 123. There's only one candidate with candidate ID 123 who is having of that skills. So let's see what I have done. So what I'll do, solution. What are the key concepts? What are the key concepts you are learning? You are learning group by and having. Whether always your first question in any data analyst interview will be based on group by and having. Because the recruiter wants to understand whether you know the basics of SQL or not. Whether you know the basics of SQL or not. If you don't know the basics of SQL or not, there's no point, right? Going further, he or she won't check the second answer if your first answer is wrong. Correct. So select candidate ID, count of distinct skill I have taken, because for 123, if I take skill, it will count 4, right? I don't want Python, Tableau, SQL 2 times I have repeated. That's why I have taken count of distinct skills and I have renamed as skills count from candidate where skill in. This is the best use of in statement. Whenever I was telling you this in my first, second class, I told you when to use and, when to use or, and when to use in. So whenever you have given certain condition, more than 2 to 3, range is given, you use in. Then group by 1, group by candidate ID, having skills count is equals to 3. And then order by 1. Also, I have posted on my YouTube video what is the order of what is the order of execution of SQL code. So you should follow this. So this is the one which you will be doing it. If you run this, you will get the output as 123 and skill count is 3. Getting my point? So this was the first question. So this tests your overall understanding on group by and having, whether you have understood group by or not. Now, many people have a habit of writing group by and then they will write order by here. It won't work. No, there is certain order which you have to follow. There's certain order which you have to follow. It will give you unexpected having. There's an error. Having will always, order by will always go at the end. Okay. Order by always go at the end. So remember the order. Many times in the interview, they'll check you this also. Clear? Shall we move to question number 2? Huh? Shall we move to question number 2? Just 5 questions today, so that we can wrap up quickly. Level by level, slowly it will get increased. This is the easiest level. I am all testing you on a data analyst interview basis only. Slowly, I'll be taking the level up by up. Okay, let's go. So this is done. Let's move on to the second question. Let's move on to the second question. Here you go, the second question here on your screen. Final account balance. Hot burning topic now on the internet, I see these days. Final account balance. Even when I appeared for one of the Singapore company, they have asked me this question. Literally, they have asked me. While interview, they told me to code this. I coded it because this was very, very easy. Right? This was very, very easy. Final account balance. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Okay. First question. Given a table of bank deposits and withdrawal. Now, so you have understood what the question is. By the first line itself, you have understood it. Given a table of bank deposits and withdrawal, return the final balance for each account. How you get to the balance? Say for example, my balance in my account is 10,000 rupees. My balance in today's account is 10,000 rupees. Someone, I have paid 10,000. I have paid 2,000 via Google Pay to someone. I did some, I ordered on Swiggy of 200 rupees. I did Paytm recharge for my, my father's phone, 250. And I paid some electricity bill, some 200 rupees or 300 or whatever. My friend has transferred me 3,000 rupees. So how much is the net balance? 10,000 minus 2,000 minus 200 minus 250 minus 200 plus 3,000. So any deposits gets added it and any withdrawal gets subtracted it. So how you will calculate the final amount then? How you'll calculate the final account balance? Very, very hot favorite question. Whether you are experienced or whether you are fresher, this doesn't matter at all. This will be thrown to you. This will be thrown to you. I'm giving you the live example. Okay, sum of all the deposits minus sum of all withdrawal. That is fine. That is the logic wise it's correct. Sum of deposit minus sum of withdrawal. But how in SQL you will do that? Let's see how in SQL we can do that. Assumption. All the transactions performed for each account are present in the table. No transaction are missing. I'm believing all my transactions are successful. There is no failed transaction. Usually the real case scenario, there might be a case where will you using the failed transaction. Many times the order on Swiggy, you get a transaction ID for the failed transaction also, right? And then they update it. Correct? So this is a transaction table. What is the transaction table it is having? Transaction ID, account ID, transaction type, amount, and then you are having example input. So 123 has account ID 101, transaction ID is 123. So 101, how much is the amount final balance for 101? 10 plus 20. 30 minus 5, 25. So for 101 account ID, I should get my answer as 25. For 201, how much I should get? 10. Now, what is the logic? What is the logic? Who can tell me the logic? Chalo, I am the interview. I'm asking you how you will do this. Answer me in one word. What is the logic behind this? How you will do this? Neelam has answered already. Others? How you will do it? Huh? Come on, come on. You have gone through all my videos. I have explained you clearly so many times how you will do this. How you will do this. Now you are operating on, you are not operating on column. Guys, you're operating on rows. You are operating on rows. You are operating on rows. So whenever you're operating on rows, you should be working with case statement. This is the logic behind it. Yes. This is the logic behind it. Case statement. Give me the query in the chat right now. Take 2 minutes and give me the query what you will write for this. Let's see who can write the case statement. Case statement is really, really very, very important. 80 to 90% of the time, your entire journey as a data analyst will resolve on writing case statement. Hundreds of 200 of case statement you have to write. Sir, unable to understand question. Madhu, why? Madhu, this is very simple question. Bank question. Say, I will explain you using the example. Don't worry if you have not understood. Say 101 has deposited 10 rupees. 101 account ID has deposited 20 rupees. How much is total now? 10 plus 20, 30 rupees. Correct? Now he has withdrawn 5 rupees. So how much is the balance? 30 minus 5, 25. So final balance in account ID 101 is 25 rupees. What is the balance for 201? He has deposited 20 rupees and he has withdrawn 10 rupees. So 20 minus 10. So 10 rupees is the final amount. That's what the output I want. That's what the output I want. So what is the query you will write? What is the query you will write? What is the query you will write? Give me the query. Give me the query what you will write. Come on, come on. Let me know the query which you will write. These are very, very realistic questions. Yeah, they will ask you in the interview. This is all I have kept all the basics 5 questions. There's no high funda involved here. And slowly, slowly, level by level, it will get increased. Give me in the comment section how you will calculate. Meanwhile, I'll take you all to this one, Snowflake environment. Okay. Yes. So I'm creating a transaction table. I'm creating a transaction table, create or replace table transaction ID integer, account ID integer, transaction type varchar, and amount I'm taking it as a decimal, right? Let's create this. So it is done. Neelam, okay. Deposit, then amount, case when transaction withdrawal, then minus amounted as total balance. Okay. Neelam, you are right, but your code is not optimized, I'll say. There's a code duplication here. Okay. There's a close duplication. I'll tell you a very shortcut. It's correct. It's not wrong. I won't say it is wrong. But think from some other point. Why you have used 2 times? Case statement, how does it work? Case when then this else. You could have used Neelam else. So you don't have to write the second line at all. Else minus amount you could have written. It's correct. There's no wrong. It's not wrong, I'm saying. So it's correct. Select sum if transaction type equals to deposit amount, else amount star minus 1 from transaction. Wow, another way of doing it. Very good point. Try this. In Snowflake, if it works, try. Good point. Very good. Very good. Funvilla, your code is optimized. Good. Next, insert into transaction. I'm inserting all the values. I'm inserting all the values for you. So 5 rows inserted. So let's see. So these are the all deposit, withdrawal, right? Now, so what is the key concept? Case statement. Key concept is case statement. Case when account ID 101 transaction type deposit then amount else when account transaction. No, Anil. That's the wrong interpretation. You cannot hard code the account ID. No, Anil. Because in the real case, you'll be having 10 million records. HDFC has a huge bank. Okay, you did for 1. That's fine. HCF has never hard coded. Yeah, account ID will be huge. HDFC has a 1 million, 2 million customer like that. They have crores of customers. So we can determine whether money is deposited or withdrawn with the transaction type column using a case when statement and modifying the values of the amount column accordingly. Let's negate the written amount -1 into amount and leave the deposited amount as it is. So deposited amount you leave as it is, withdrawal amount you do -1 into that amount. Minus, because withdrawal is always minus. Withdrawal is always minus, right? Withdrawal is always minus. Let's see. So we can calculate the ending balance by calculating the sum of the modified amount. So you have to take sum of that case statement, right? And then we will be using group by the account ID so that the sums which represent the final balance. Group by is very, very important because for every account ID, I need the total balance. Total balance. So let's see the code. Select account ID. Case when transaction type equals to deposit, then amount, else minus amount. You don't have to write two case statement. My code is optimized. I'm done. And then why I'm taking sum for all these case? Because I'm doing row wise analysis. Guys, whenever you are doing row wise analysis, you have to take case statement. Yes, you have to take case statement when you are doing the row wise analysis. So case when transaction type equals to deposit, then amount. Now you don't have to write again when transaction type equals to withdraw, then minus amount. That is also correct, but that's not the optimized query. Your interviewer will ask you, can you optimize this query? You will write else minus amount. This will take less computational power. So Neelam, whatever you have written, suppose it is taking 30 seconds or say 10 seconds, right? My code will take hardly 1 second or 2 seconds. So you will save the client cost. Correct? So, and then I'm specifying sum at the end. Why I have to specify sum? Because I'm adding row wise and I'm subtracting row wise. So at the end, sum, and I'm reiterating is the final balance from transaction group by one. Group by one means account ID. Yes, group by one, account ID. Go on, bingo. I have the account ID. I have the final balance. Got it? So this was the good use of case statement. That's why I have taught you case statement. So first basic thing in SQL is you have to master case statement, you have to master group by and having. You should know these things, when to use group by and when to how to use it. Okay? Clear? Okay. Anyone has a doubt? Anyone have doubt in this? I think this is pretty straightforward, right? These are just basics one, which I am discussing. Okay, these are just basics one which I am discussing. 2-3 line query. Okay, let's go further. This is done. Now next, question number 3. App click-through rate. Let's see who can do this. Again, a better level. I have increased one level above. First one was the basics. Second one was relatively, I will say, easy. Third one is medium. Now, this is the medium level question. Let me see how many of you can do this. App click-through rate, CTR. I'll tell you the formula. Don't worry. I'll tell you the formula. What is the formula through which you can calculate click-through rate? How much a user has clicked. Question. Assume you have an event table on app analytics. Assume you have an event table on app analytics. Okay. You have an event table on app analytics. Write a query to get the app's click-through rate in 2022. Oh my God. Here the date has also come into the picture. Here date has also come into picture. Output the result in percentage rounded to 2 decimal places. Rounded to 2 decimal places. Note, to avoid integer division, you should multiply the click rate through rate by 100.0, not 100. Okay? You should multiply by 100.0, not 100. Next, percentage of click-through rate. I'm giving you the formula. 100.0 into number of clicks by number of impressions. Number of clicks by number of impressions. 100.0 into number of clicks divided by number of impressions. This is the percentage of click-through rate. Formula will be given. Don't worry. Even client will give you also the formula. Even the interviewer will also give you the formula. So this is the event table. We have the app ID, integer. We have the event type, string. We have the timestamp, date time. I'm taking date time. Mind it. I'm taking date time. Next what I'm taking? App ID. This is the sample record, app ID. Correct? This is sample record app ID. What I'm taking? Event type impression. Timestamp is given. Timestamp, everyone know. Those who have watched my date time function, already I have discussed this in detail. So 123 as impression, 123 as click. So what I need to find? Number of clicks by number of impression. Again, what is the key logic here? How you will do this? Again, what you have to do? What you have to compare? Between rows. Again, rows you have to compare. And then you have to take a, I won't tell that word. Tell me how you'll do it. Tell me how you'll do it. Tell me the logic first. No, Nilam, there's no join. There's only one table. Nilam, there's no join. Join concept, Nilam, only will come when we have more than one table. Where is the table? Only one table I have given you. Events. There's only one table. But how you will do it? I need the logic. Just give me the main logic which you will write. Main logic. Already the formula has given. Others also. Formula has given. How you'll get number of clicks and number of impression? How you will get number of clicks and number of impression? No, only one table are there, guys. Soumya Ranjan not visible. Why no, what is not visible? Everything is crystal clear. Yeah. I feel good. Market is flooded with top 60 question, top 100 question. Nonsense. I never read that. Who will read top 100 question, top 50 question? You think you have the time for that? No, someone should be there who will be filtering the question which is required for you. Case when event type equals to impression, then one else 0. Okay. Case and group by. Which all cases you will do to get the number of clicks? First, you will do for the number of clicks. How will you find number of clicks and number of impression? Count case and then group by. Case again and count. Yes. Count or sum? I want you to ask you whether you will count or whether you will use sum or both. Whether you will use count, whether you will use sum or both, I can use. Huh? I am your boss. Huh? Sum of count. How you'll do it? Hey, hi Raj. How you'll do it? Enough, Raj, enough. I understood you are my boss. Fine. Satyam Patel, count. Okay. Don't flood, Raj. Don't flood. Yeah. Payal Bansal count. So here in this case, both count. You can do the same thing. Both count and sum. Using both count or sum. Both will work here. Let's see the code. Let me take it straight through the code. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Let's see the code. So I am creating a table, integer, string, date time, timestamp I have taken. Extract also we have to use a yes. Year you have to use. That's what I want looking for. The date is given, timestamp is given, guys. I need for the year 2022. I need for the year 2022. Right? See where how I'm inserting the data. This is timestamp, date time. Timestamp I have taken. Let me show you the output, then you will realize what I want to, what I'm talking exactly. Yeah, I need year. Formula, select round sum, event type equals to click 1 by 0 by sum. If event type impression, superb answer to the point. Superb answer to the point. Highly optimized. Yes. Others, how you'll do? So key concept, case statement, right? You can use the case statement. So select app ID, case when event type equals to click, then 1, else 0, end as clicks. I'm reading it as a clicks. Wherever click is there, I'm counting that. Wait, Nilam, I'll tell you. I'm counting that. Case when event type equals to impression, then 1, else 0, end as impression. So I'm counting here at number of clicks and number of impression. Let's have that. Okay. Timestamp greater than from where to where? 1 January 2021, 2022 to 1 January 2023. I can use this way also. Extract will also, yes, Anil. There are so many versions. There are so many ways you can do this. So this is the one I'm showcasing you what exactly it is showing. Let's understand this case statement first. Okay. Yeah. Let's understand this case statement. So app ID 123 has clicks 0, impression as 1. Similarly, 123 clicks 0, impression as 1. 1 and 0. Right? 234 like 0, 1. These are the records which I'm having in my table. Okay. Clicks and impression accordingly. Right? How many clicks and how many impression. Now what I have to do this? Click-through rate. Click-through rate I have to take. How you will get click-through rate? Count so you have done. This is the case. Clicks and impression. Clicks and impression you got. 2 columns I am creating. Clicks. 2 column I am impression. Wherever he has clicked it, it is giving 1. Event type equals to click, then 1 else 0. So here it is. 123 has clicked it here. So in the first two case, whatever the date is, in the first two case, he has just impressed. Okay, IMPRS. In the third one, he has clicked it. Okay, in the third one, he has clicked it. Extract will also work. Yes. Okay. So this was the one. This was just I gave you the overview. Now, final answer. Final answer is this. I can do using timestamp also. Okay. So this is the one. Analyze this code. 1 second, I'm getting a call. Okay. So, yes. So what I'm doing, app ID, I'm taking a round function. I'm taking a round function. What does round function does, guys? Round function is very, very simple mathematical function when I was teaching you min max like that. Okay, min max is although aggregate function. Round function is a function which will round to the nearest integer. So what I'm rounding? What I have to round? I'm rounding click-through rate. I'm rounding click-through rate of a 2 decimal place. This is the one 2 decimal place. So how I'll get click-through rate? I will do sum. You can do by sum also. You can do count also. Both will work. So sum case when event type equals to click, then 1 else 0. So this is what? This is the sum of all the clicks. Sum of all the clicks. Next is what? This is the total clicks. This is nothing but your total clicks. Total clicks, right? Total clicks. Second one is what? Second one is my second one till here. What was? Total impression. Total impression. So I have to divide this. I have to divide this. Whatever the result I'll get, that I have to round off to 2 decimal place. This also interviewer asked, very hot favorite question, this one. And the click rate. And timestamp, I can use the timestamp, or you can do, many of you have done the extract. Date trunk also will work. Year will also work of the time. Yes, there are various different versions. Different version which you can do. I have given you the simplest one because many are fresher who are watching this video. So I have given them the easier one. Right? You can use year, you can use extract, all will work. Both sum or count, both will work here. Both will work here. Even if I take count, it will work here. Right? Where timestamp this and timestamp is this. What is the timestamp? 1st January 2022 till 1st December 2023. I can use this way also. I can use this way also. Or I can extract the year. I can use extract the year. I can extract the year. Right? Solution 2 using count. Using count also, you will get the same thing. Using count also, you will get the same thing. Let's try with year. Let's see if it works or not. Okay. Timestamp, where it is. Timestamp equals to 2022. Okay. Yeah, we'll go. It will work with us also. This is also very best. Date trunk function. Those who have not understood, go through my date trunk function. Date and time function. I have discussed in a separate class, that one. It's clear? So both sum and count will work here. Why? Why both and sum and count will work? Because the logic itself says, right? Even if I take a count of this and count of this, it will give me. And what is this? This is the round function I have taken in one shot. 100.0 I have multiplied. Right? And I'm rounding to 2. If I round up to 3, I'll get the rounding of till 3 decimal place. Okay, I'll get till 3 decimal place. Okay, so these are basics, real-time interview question I'm telling you. Basics. Have a good hold of basics. That's why I go through my every lecture, case statement and all, and then step-by-step progress. Where user create defined function using if else will it work? Yes, that way also work, Charan Teja. Yes, yes, that way also. If the client say you can do by the user defined function, you can do it that way also. Right? Function I have not covered. That's why I don't want to discuss that right now. Yeah. Only I have given such question which I have taught you so far in the last 16-17 lecture, and what are the expected question can be asked from that. Okay. Let's move on to question number 4. Let's move on to question number 4. Let's see. This is so done. Yeah, here you go. But UDF analysts don't use those. Yes, UDF analyst doesn't use those. Case statement. Mostly as a data analyst, you will be working with the case statement. Function here and there. When I'll be discussing function class, then I'll tell you. Spotify streaming history. Name itself suggests. Spotify streaming history. Spotify streaming history. You are given 2 tables. Don't think that I give 2 tables so join will come into picture. You are given 2 tables on Spotify user streaming data. Song history and song weekly. So song history table contains the historical streaming data, what all songs I have streamed it. And song weekly table contains the current week streaming data, what Spotify has streamed in the current week. Song history means all the historical streaming data. Maybe it might be for an year, it might be for a month. This is the data set which is giving to you. And try to think in terms of millions records you will be having, right? Next, write a query. Write a query to output the user ID, song ID, and cumulative count of song. Cumulative count of song plays as of 4th August 2022. Okay. Plays as of 4th August 2022, sorted in descending order. Sorted in descending order. Yeah, you will find all this question online. I have just filtered which are the best one, which I have seen in the many of the companies they are asking. Sorted in descending order. So what are the definition? Song weekly table currently holds data from 1st August 2022, 7x. Only a week data is given to you. Only a week data is given to you. Next, song history table currently holds data up to 31st July 2022. Okay. Current week data is this one, and history one till 31st July 2022 we have. Then the output should include the historical data in this table. Okay. Now let's see. Assumption. There may be a new user or song in the songs weekly table not present in the song history. Maybe, yeah. In the 1st August 2022, 7th August 2022, some new song came. Badshah's new song came, and that was streamed in the current week. So, of course, in the history table, that won't be present, right? Not present in the song history table because that was it has come recently. It has recently been launched, right? So, this is your complete description. Complete description. Now, let's see. What the table? Here it is. First one, song history table. What does it has? History ID, integer, user ID, integer, song ID, integer, song play, integer. Everyone is integer only. Everything here it is an integer. Next, songs history. The history ID 10011, user ID is given, which song he has played. So every song has a song ID. And how many songs he has played? 11 times. 11 times. Count means 11 times he has played that song, he or she. Right? Second one is also the same, 1 time that user has played. Then songs weekly table will have user ID, song ID, and listen time. For what particular time? Listen time when he has listened. Date time. Next, songs weekly. This is the example input. This is how your data is sorted. User ID, song ID, listen time. When and where he or she has listened. Every user will have a song ID because of course he is listening some number of songs. And then this is your output I wanted. Now tell me how you will do it. Now tell me how you will do it. Tell me how you will do it. Huh? Tell me how you'll do it. 777. How come 777 12 came? 777 is coming 12. 695 it is coming 2. Because 695 has 2. 777 has 11. And 1 it is here. So 12. 695 has 2. And 125 is only 1. 1. Tell me the query. How you'll do this? How you will do this? How you'll do this? Huh? Yeah. Listen. As of 4th August 2022, user 77 has listened User 77 has listened to the song ID 1238 for 12 times, which is 11 times historically and 1 time within the week. So 11, it is coming from the history, and 1 time which is coming from the week. Got it? So 12. User 695 streaming of the song ID 9852 is excluded from the output. Yes, because the streaming date is on 8th August 2022. 8th August 2022 is out of the question requirement. 8th August 2022 is out of the question requirement. What was the requirement? What was the requirement? I need till 7th August 2022. 7th August 2020. So this won't come into the picture. Only these three I'll take, because he or she has streamed this on 8th August 2022. So what we should do now? How you'll do this? Huh? What is the logic behind? Do we need joins? Do we need joins in this? Song history and songs weekly. We can do using join also. But apart from join, can we do? Huh? If not join, how we can do this? If not join, how we can do this? Can we do it without joins or not? Tell me. Joins, of course, we can do it. If not without join, how we can do it? Without join, how will we be using it? If you use it, tell me the query. Everyone tell me the query, what you will be writing it. Tell me the query, what you will be writing it. Count. No, I need the complete query. Using count what? How you will go ahead? Output, I need user ID, song ID, and the songs play. And the songs plays. Both table has common field. Yeah. So of course, join. Both table has this one, the user ID, right? User ID and song ID. I have not specified any primary key so far. We should use case statement for both table and use logical. No, case is not required here. 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 Let me take you to the lab, and then I'll show you the solution. How I have done. You can do using other ways also. Okay. Yeah. Okay, song history. Done. Song history, I'm adding it. The data. All an integer. That's why no single quotation is required. So this is the history ID, user ID, song ID, 11 and 1. Right? This is as simple. It is given. Now, songs weekly. I have user ID, song ID, listen time, date time. Let's create this. Let's insert data. Yeah. And then let's have from songs weekly. So these are the value. Right? These are the value. Select user ID, song ID, some songs play from songs weekly. Songs weekly where date timestamp less than this, and song ID in select song ID from song history. Very, very good answer. You could have used subquery here. You can do this using subquery. Subquery I have not taught you, but you can understand that. Right? If you can use joins also, tell me. There are many multiple answers. There are multiple answers to this. 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 Output the user ID, song ID, and cumulative count of the song plays as of 4th August 2022. First, so you need to calculate this. What is the first task? I need the user ID, song ID, cumulative count of the song plays as of 4th August 2022. Right? As of 4th August 2022. Correct? Find the count of song plays by the user and the song. Then combine the output with the historical streaming data. So I will be using union. I can use union. I can also use subquery. I can also use joins. So there are many ways to do this. Right? Fun Villa, what is your name? Or is it Fun Villa only? Okay. So obtain the user ID, song ID, and cumulative count of the song plays as of 4th August. First is this task. First is this task. right? Find the count of songs placed by the user and the song. According to assumption, the weekly tables hold streaming data from 1st August to 7th August. Since the question asks for the data up to 4th August inclusive, we have to filter to the specified date. Abhishek, okay. We have to filter to the specified date, right? So, okay. Now, I need only the date part. So, everyone understand this? Listen time is given in the timestamp. I only need the date. I only need the date. So, first, if I run the date command, what it will give me? All the date. Everyone know this from my SQL class on date already have taken. If you specify date and if it is in timestamp, you can get the date. Right now, this is pretty obvious. Everyone knows this basic command. First, what I did, I took the user ID, I took the song ID, I took the count of song, right? As song plays, how many songs each user had played, that particular song. From weekly, I'm taking count from weekly first, where date listen less than 4/8/2022, right? I can use the date command. So it will be less than 4/8/2022. Clear? Why I'm using the date command? Because I need to compare only the date, right? And grouping by 1, 2. So for all the user IDs and for all the song ID, I'm getting the how many songs they have played. So 1, 1. Weekly, only 1, 1 they have played. Now, so I'm using here union all. Now, union I have not taught you. Union will give you distinct records. Union all will give you duplicate records. Now, we want for all the user ID. We want for all the user ID, right? So we will be combining this output with the historical streaming data, right? So select user ID, song plays from song history, union all. You can also do using joins. There's no hard and fast rule. Select user ID, song ID, count of song ID as song plays from songs weekly. This is from song history. This is from song weekly. And I'm combining both. And I'm combining both. Right? I'm combining both. So for all the user, right? For all the user, make sure if you give union, you won't get the duplicates. Here I'm getting the duplicates. Right? Here I'm going the duplicates. If I do union, see the number of records. How does it differ? See how it differ. One record gone. Right? One record gone. Correct. So user ID, song ID, and the song play. So for all the user, for all the song, I'm combining two table. Try using joins also. This should work. So song history and song history, I'm using union all. So I'm combining this output with the historical streaming data. Basically merging. Right? Now, the trick for a union all to work is number and the order of the fields in select for both query must be same. Number and the order of the field in select for both query with the sum. See, it's the same. It's the same. Right? This is also count. This is also count. It should not change. You cannot change the order. If you change the order, you won't get the output. And the data type must be compatible. Song play and song play. Both are count only. Song ID and song ID integer. User ID integer. Okay? Right? And now obtain the user ID, song ID, and cumulative count of the song plays. Okay? Now that we have a table containing the historical streaming data up to 4th August 2022, let's work on the final step. Find the cumulative count. So what I have to do now? I have to combine this and this. This and this, right? Where is it? So 11 plus 1, 12. Then I have to combine this and this. This and this. 1 plus 1, 2. Try using case statement. It may work. It may work, but you have to write a bigger query. It may work, but you have to write a bigger query. And then the third one, I'll get for 125 as 1. So hardly 3 output I should be getting. 12, 2, and 1. Without union 1 also it's possible. Abhishek has already given. Without union 1 has also. He has used the subquery. He has used the subquery. That is also one way of doing it. Okay. Now select user ID, song ID, sum of song plays as song count from entire query I have passed inside another query. Entire query I have passed inside another query. Right? So here I have it. Here I have it. Right? I am teaching you just the most general way. Whatever Abhishek has given, that is more optimized. Right? Everything is here. All the answers you are getting it. Correct? So user ID, song play, this query, what query this output is giving? This output is giving me this. And this I need to sum it up. This I need to sum it up. So this is the beauty of subquery. This I need to sum it up. Sum of song plays. So it will sum the all. This I am calling it as alias by report. Then I'm doing by group by 1, comma 2, order by 3 I am doing because I want the topmost to be the first. Here you go. 12, 2, and 1 is the output. So there are multiple ways of doing it. So understand your business problem very, very carefully. Right? Read it twice, thrice. Right? So slowly, word by word. Then you can understand it better. Right? Then you can understand it better. Getting my point? Got it, Neelam and others? Try using joins. Anil, try using joins and see if it works or not. Which join you will use. That's why I don't told you to involve join here. Right? If you're using join, which join you'll use here? That also one use case. Okay. Clear, everyone? Huh? Okay. Perfect. Now the last question for the day. Okay. Go. You can do with joins. Anil, you can post your answer here. I am not done. You can post your answer here. Left join, correct. Since I am not taught join, but you can post your answer also here. Okay, Anil. Just you can post your answer. Later on, after video, you can post it so that others can see. The final question, the most complex one. Okay. The most complex one. Oh, sorry. I need to go for it from here. I was here, right? So, okay. So this is done. Next, monthly merchant balance. Again, balance came into the picture. But this time, this is little bit complex. Okay. This time, this is little bit complex. Say you have access. Say you have access of all the transaction for a given merchant account. Say you have the access for all the transaction for a given merchant account. Write a query to print the cumulative balance of the merchant account at the end of each day. Very, very realistic question, to the point. That's what merchant does, right? You have seen the shopkeeper, no? At the end, he will be counting all the money, how much income I have generated. Everyone, even any jewelry shop or anyone, they will do the complete balance check at the end of the day. How much is my selling? How much is my profit? And how much is my margin? With the total balance reset back to 0 at the end of the month. This is a very good point. With the total balance reset back to 0 at the end of the month. So what you have to do, you have to print the cumulative balance of the merchant account at the end of each day. Each day I want. And with the total balance reset back to 0 at the end of the month. At the end of the month. Okay. Output the transaction date and cumulative balance. So I just need the transaction date and cumulative balance. So this is your transaction table, integer. Type I'm taking a string, deposit and withdrawal. It can be either deposit, it can be either withdrawal. Next amount I'm taking as a decimal. Transaction date I'm giving timestamp. Okay. Transaction date I'm taking timestamp. This is given by the client. Say suppose I'm the client, I'm giving you. You can't change my timestamp. If time I have given you as a timestamp, you have to take by default. Later on, you can apply all the date related function. Okay. Date related function. Lag and lead, I'm not discussing that. That also Anil, you can do it. Yeah. Okay. Now this is my input. So 19153 is the transaction ID. Amount is 6950 on 7/10, right? On 7/10. Then the next one is deposit 178.55. Next again is the withdrawal. Next again is the withdrawal, right? 7878. Then next again is on the 10/7. 10. So what should be the output? What should be the output? 7/8/2022. 7/8/2022. How much you are getting? 7/8/2022. Deposit was 178.55 minus 25 minus 49. Almost 106 will come. 106 will come. Next, for 7/10, deposit was this. Deposit was this. So how much is that? Why it is coming 205? Wait. 7/10, why it is coming 205? 7/10/2020. How much is this? 30. Did I miss anything? Decimal, I think I missed it. 326. Oh, this is 32.60 on 7/10. Another 7/10 is 65.90. Right? 65.90. How much is the sum? I think something wrong I did. I think maybe decimal point I might have shifted. Okay. So I need this balance at the end of that particular day. So how you'll do this? What is the logic behind? Who did this? Who did this? Let me take you to the lab. 1 minute. Where is it? Why my Zoom is not opening? Yeah. Okay. So question 5. So transaction table is this. Transaction, I have done this. All the values I've inserted. Let's check. Select start from transaction. So all transaction ID, deposit, and amount I have written. Correct? Amount I have written. Make sure what I have taken as this one amount, decimal, right? It is truncating. 65.90, it is by default, it is taking 66. 178.55 becomes 779. Automatic rescaling, right? Then 25.90 will become 26. 45.99, 46, and 32.60 has become 33 automatically. That Snowflake does. Yeah, Daniel, using that also you can do it. Okay. Now, solution. To start off, it is much easier if we start to solve the problem from the end. If we start to solve the problem from the end, that is, we want to have daily cumulative balance that reset every month. Daily cumulative balance that reset every month. Thus, to obtain the two different granularities of transaction, date column, we can utilize date trunc function. We can utilize date trunc. There are other date trunc also, but I have told you in my date class what is the wide variety of date function which we have, right? So you could have used using date trunc function. Okay. Now, in order to obtain balances instead of solely transaction value, we can use case again. Best use of case. Case to assign positive sign to deposit and negative to withdrawal. Right? Neelam and all, those who are watching, same question. So balance question from today's onwards is done. Any question related to now case, if it is come in exam, you will be able to do it. And then just sum and group the value on a daily level. We know this. Right? There might be multiple transactions during the day. Okay? As the next step, we utilize sum with window function. Window function, I have not taught you, but I'll explain you a bit. A very small part is there, which you can use it. And calculate the sum partitioning by month. I will divide my entire data set into partition. Okay. I'll tell you a very small syntax of a window function. How does it work? Calculate the sum partitioning by month. This makes sure that the cumulative sum is set to 0 every month. We'll see how does it work. We'll see how does it work. So select transaction day, sum of balance. Just for today's class, try to understand this. I am doing my balance over. Over is a command through which you will partition it. Over is a command partition by. It's a very famous window function, which I'll explain you in the window class, right? So partition by transaction month. So every month I am taking from the date. Every month I am taking of a date, and I'm doing order by transaction day. So order by transaction day I'm taking in a sequence. Order by. I'm not defined ascending or descending. I'm taking in a sequence as balance, sum of balance over. Because in a day, multiple transaction can happen. In a day, multiple transaction can happen. Yeah, correct, Abhishek. That is also right. In a day, multiple transaction can happen. In a day, multiple transaction can happen. So I can do using that, right? So let's see what is the output of this from. Okay, let's run this and see. Balance from what I am doing. Select. Again, inside query, I'm writing date trunc from transaction date. I'm calculating a day. I have clearly explained you in my class how date trunc works. You can extract day, you can extract month, you can extract year also. So date trunc, day, transaction date as transaction day. We all are aware of this. Then date trunc, month, transaction date as transaction month. Sum, case when deposit, then amount when type equals to withdrawal, then minus amount. Else I could have used it. Neelam, I have repeated your code here, right? And as balance from transaction. Let's run this and see what happens. Okay, just let's run this inside part. Sorry, a group by didn't run. Okay. So group by I'm running using this. Now see, first understand this. Transaction day was 10/7/2022, 8/7/2022. Month, you know, date trunc, how does it run? It always gives its reset day to 1. And accordingly, it will give you the month. Yes. Balance 99 and 107. Right? Why I have written just this big function? Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Huh? I can write like also this. That's, I told you, best practice. Never write the entire word. Whatever in your select statement, whichever is your first data after select, that is by default number one. That is by default number one. Use best practice. And this is by default number two. So you don't have to repeat that. That is the wrong way of doing it. So group by 1, 2. So this I have. Now this I have. This I have. Right? Transaction day and transaction month. Right? So I am partitioning. I have calculated for all the transaction day. Month I have calculated. Month I have calculated. Order by using transaction day. So I have partitioned my entire data set by transaction month. Right? And then I'm calculating balance. And then I'm calculating balance as balance. So if I run this and I'm doing by order by transaction day, let's see. So I'll have what is the balance on that particular date 107 and 103. You can specify the column number from select. Yes, just specify the column number. Right? Correct. So this is all a very simple case. So I have discussed all very basic use case. Only one window function got added here. Don't worry, I'll explain you in the separate class. But this is how you can partition it by month using window function, and then you can do it. Right? You can do it. Abhishek, whatever you have done is also correct. So hope you like today's session, right? 5 favorite questions I have pinged it from. Then the next Friday also will do it. Let's keep like this. Every Friday, I'm planning to keep like all the interview question will happen. And I will try to bring all the eminent personalities from the data analyst who's working in different company, and he or she can share their journey also. I'm planning, I'm in the process. So let's see, maybe next Friday, you might see someone coming live on my channel. Okay. So spread this word among your friends, family members who are looking for a transaction, because everything here is free of cost. You don't have to pay a penny from your pocket, right? And I'm discussing all the relevant skills which will help you, right? Which concept in SQL? This is the concept. This is the first basic you have to master. Case statement. Case statement, of course, you have to master. Then comes the window function. Then comes the joins, right? Then comes the CT, common table expressions. Then will come your win. This, if you can master, you are good to go. Thanks, Neelam. Thanks a lot. Got it? So this is how your basic SQL question comes in the interview, right? Okay. So if you have any question, feel free to ask it. Hope this was interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Saket. Since you are a beginner, right? That's why. Okay. Next Friday, again, I'll come with the top 5, again, hot question. By then, hopefully your window functions will get over. So you'll be able to see more questions. After going through my lessons of SQL and all, I think if those who are watching my video, to be very frank, I'm being honest and I'm telling you with 100% certainty, you will be able to solve any question whichever you've been asked in the interview. I won't leave even a single question which is beyond the scope, right? In and out will covered in this session. SQL, you will be mastered, so that any interview, if you appear, just show your confidence and then think from different perspective, right? Same problem can be approached from 1, 2, 3, right? So it matters how your code should be optimized. That's the most important thing. Okay. Yeah. So every Friday we'll be discussing now all your live SQL interview questions. Okay. Okay. Next Friday also. So enjoy your weekend. Have a great day. We'll see you directly straight on Monday. Okay. With some new topic, and go through all my lecture series. Anywhere you have doubt, ping on that video lecture series itself. I'll post this question. I'll post this slide. I'll post the SQL query also in the GitHub link in the today's lecture. So you can see this. Yes, Ranil. Yeah, right. Yes, that's all. Yeah. Okay then. Bye-bye. Take care. See you then on Monday. Take care. Enjoy. Have a great holiday. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye. Bye, Vishwajit. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining this session.